Are you someone that likes to talk? Or are you someone that likes to listen? Most of us don't operate equally in a balanced way on these two aspects of ourselves. Either we talk too much, or either we silence and be there as a listening ear for others. The ones who talk or like to talk a lot, usually they talk about themselves. Without actually caring about what other people have to say about that. They may even ask for your opinion, but they will not listen to what you have to say. They will just continue talking. They will probably jump on another subject. They will talk a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more. And they will claim usually that they have the answers. And that they know better, even. On the other hand, the ones who listen are usually the ones that create space for the ones who talk, but are also the ones that perhaps feel that they don't have something of importance to say or share. They are usually silent. They usually prefer to silence themselves because they may feel that they don't want to burden the other person, or even worse, that, like I said, what they have to share, it's not important. Personally, I've found myself being more in the side of the listener most of my life. Lately, I'm trying to balance these energies out, and I guess this is how the need for me writing or expressing through this channel was born. To bring balance in my own world first, and try to understand myself through this process. Hopefully, by doing that, I'm helping you as well. To give yourself permission to explore your inner worlds as well. Identifying myself more as a listener, it has pros and cons. Almost everyone wants a listener close to them so that they can dump all their problems on them, complain, and find comfort or reassurance or validation or approval in someone's, not necessarily opinion, but silence and acceptance by being there, by just sharing, being willing to share their energy with you, with them. But for the one who listens, it's draining. It's quite draining to be the one that keeps being there for someone else and feels lonely sometimes. Because you see, not always you have this balance of reciprocation, of receiving back what you give out. Of course, it has to do with intention, right? So if you listen with the intention that you get something back, most likely what you'll reflect in your world is that you don't get anything back. It's the law of mirroring. But when you genuinely listen with the intention to understand or just be there for someone, at some point you need to find this balance within and realize that where is your limit? Where are your boundaries? If it's draining you, then it's also you not putting on some boundaries or not clearly communicate. You cannot readily be available to everyone or anything that drains your energy and complain that it's the other's fault. It's not going like that, right? So we need to take accountability for our own energy. We usually tend to shift from one extreme to the other. For example, when I've been listening and being the one that was taking on the complaints or trying to do things for other people before they even ask for it, just because I could feel what they need, that created a sense of resentment and exhaustion. And your body will always show you that. The way you feel, you will always speak the truth. So it's only been recently that I can consciously choose where I spend my energy, for how long I spend my energy, and what I'm willing to accept. I want to still remain there for people. I still want to remain an open ear. But I also recognize that I also like an ear to listen to me. I also recognize my need to speak. And the more I realize that, and the more I preserve my energy, or consciously invest my energy in whatever I want to invest it in. And sometimes it will be just offering a listening ear to someone that wants to complain, and that's okay. The more I do that, the more I can see around me more and more opportunities that I get to speak and I get to be listened to. And as I'm finding this balance, it's good that we all, either we are listeners or speakers or just the ones that need to complain and get that energy out. It's important that we take some time and rebalance this dynamic within us. If you tend to speak a lot, try for once to listen. Truly listen. And if you tend to listen and not speak, try to share something that's important to you. Even if you deem that not to be as important for the other person. It's enough if it's important to you. And try to do that with no expectations at hand. Expect nothing in return for that. Do it just with the intention that you balance these energies within you first, and so that you can balance these energies outside as well. Of course, it's not compulsory, it's just an invitation to create a bit more harmony and balance in this world. Thank you for listening.